Take a look around your room right now. The way the light hits the wall, the way your shadow follows your hand, the familiar weight of the phone in your palm. It all feels solid, doesn't it? It feels real. But what if I told you that reality has a texture, and that lately that texture is beginning to fray? For decades, we've been capturing our lives on film, first on grainy tape, now in high-definition digital streams. We treat cameras as objective witnesses, but lately, people are finding things in their footage that shouldn't be there. Not ghosts, not monsters, something much more unsettling. Errors. A reflection that blinks a second after you do. A shadow that lingers in a doorway after you've walked away. A loved one captured on a doorbell camera appearing in two places at once, just slightly out of sync. This isn't just about creepy clips. This is about the unraveling, the terrifying possibility that our mundane reality is a simulation that is finally starting to stutter. Tonight, we aren't looking at the paranormal, we are looking at the impossible. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't just be checking your locks, you'll be checking your reflection to make sure it's still you. The mundane made menacing. We start with the drift. It begins with the things we dismiss. You know that feeling of déjà vu, or when you swear you put your keys on the counter only to find them in the fridge. We call it absent-mindedness. We blame our brains. But imagine you have a security camera in your kitchen. You go back to check the footage to see where you put those keys. You watch yourself walk into the room. You see yourself place the keys on the counter. You turn around and leave the frame. And then you watch as the keys simply vanish. No one takes them. They don't fall. The pixels where the keys were just resolve into the wood of the counter, as if the file for keys was deleted while the rest of the scene kept playing. This is the first stage of the unraveling. It's subtle. It's the background noise of existence failing to render. In Ghibli-style art, we often see the beauty of the mundane, a steaming kettle, a quiet street. But in reality drift, those beautiful scenes are marred by tiny, jagged edges. A kettle that doesn't produce steam despite the whistling. A street lamp that casts a shadow in the wrong direction. When you notice these things, the world stops being a home. It becomes a set, and you begin to wonder who is behind the camera. The traitor in the mirror. The most chilling evidence of the unraveling comes from our own reflections. Psychologically, we are hardwired to trust our reflection. It is our anchor to our physical identity. But there is a growing archive of mirror glitches being caught on smartphones. People filming themselves in the bathroom only to see their reflection's eyes remain closed while their own are open. Or worse, the reflection moving a fraction of a second before the person does. This triggers something in our primal brain called the uncanny valley. When something looks 99% human, but that 1% is wrong, we feel a deep biological sense of dread. Why would this happen? Some theorists suggest that our reality isn't a single stream, but a series of layers that usually stay perfectly aligned. But as the system ages, the layers are drifting apart. Your reflection isn't a mirror image, it's a parallel version of you that is supposed to be in perfect sync. When it lags, you aren't seeing a ghost, you're seeing the lag in the universe's processing speed. You are seeing the traitor in the glass. Echoes and duplicates. If a lagging reflection is unsettling, a duplicate is life-shattering. There are security recordings from transit hubs and office buildings where echoes have been spotted. A man in a blue suit walks through a turnstile. 3 seconds later, the exact same man, same suit, same coffee cup, same limp, walks through the same turnstile again. Neither version acknowledges the other. In the world of horror, we call this a doppelganger, but in the world of reality unraveling, we call it a buffer error. Think about how terrifying it would be to see your partner sitting on the couch and then hear their voice calling you from the kitchen. You go to the kitchen and they are there, chopping vegetables, wearing the same clothes. They look at you and smile. You look back at the couch and it's empty. Was the couch version a hallucination, or was it a redundant file that the system forgot to clear before loading the next scene? This challenges the very idea of our uniqueness. If reality can accidentally copy and paste us, then what are we? Are we souls, or are we just data?
The collective unraveling. Up until now, we've discussed individual glitches, but what happens when the unraveling becomes collective? In the digital age, we are all connected. This means that when reality stutters, it's being caught by 1,000 different angles at once. We are seeing the rise of Mandela effects that aren't just about misremembered movie lines, but physical locations changing. Whole towns have reported the hum, a low-frequency vibration that sounds like a massive hard drive spinning beneath the earth. Others report the flickering sky, where for a microsecond the blue of the atmosphere seems to cut to black, or worse, to a grid. When a group of people witnesses the same glitch, the psychological safety net of "I'm just tired" disappears. This leads to a collective paranoia. If the ground beneath our feet is just a texture and the sky is just a dome, then where are we really? Social media becomes a graveyard of "did anyone else see that?" posts, creating a feedback loop of existential dread. We are no longer living in a world, we are living in a shared malfunction. Beyond the veil. What lies ahead as the unraveling continues? If the glitches are getting more frequent, what is the end game? Imagine a world where the laws of physics become suggestions, where you can walk through a door in your house and end up in a forest you've never seen, where the person you've been married to for 20 years suddenly has a different eye color and no one else notices. We are moving toward a fundamental shift in perception. If we realize we are in a simulation that is failing, do we try to fix it, or do we try to find the exit? Some believe that the glitches are actually invitations, cracks in the prison wall that allow us to see what lies outside the simulation. But what if there is nothing outside? What if beyond the flickering sky and the lagging reflections, there is only a vast empty void of unrendered code? The final thought. Look at your hands again. Really look at them. Are they yours, or are they just a high-resolution render? The unraveling isn't something that might happen, it's happening now. It's in the corner of your eye. It's in the glitch in that video you scrolled past this morning. It's in the moment you felt like the world wasn't quite right. We spend our lives trying to make sense of the world, but maybe the world isn't meant to make sense. Maybe it's just a beautiful, fragile mistake that is finally reaching its expiration date. Next time you're watching old home videos, don't look at the people in the center of the frame. Look at the background. Look at the shadows. Look for the person who appears twice. And when you find them, don't look away, because they might be the only ones who know the truth. Have you ever caught reality glitching? Tell me your story in the comments. I'll be reading them if the system allows it. Stay alert, stay Stay real, and for God's sake, don't blink.